This is Solo People and welcome to episode 43 of the Debrief. This is the Brazilian Grand Prix and we're going to go over a few strategy. It's going to be a 5-minute video today, or 5-minute podcast. Remember guys, if you're listening to on iTunes and Spotify, remember to recommend the audio to your friends, and for people on YouTube, remember to hit that like and hit the subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And that's it. I'm going to bring in my co-Q's, my partner in crime. He's TOTO Hammer. How's it going, Toto? How's it going? We're just going to do a quick debrief today. We've just done a review, and that's on our YouTube channel now. This is for the audio people as well as YouTube, but more for the audio people like listen to our podcast. This is episode 43 of the Debrief Brazilian GP. Now, let's talk about strategy. The one that's going to stick out for us is got to be the Lando Norris one. So I'm going to let you roll with it. I'm going to let you talk about what happened with Nico Hülkenberg with the safety car and with Colapinto when he cost the big safety car, and what McLaren should have done. So I'm going to let you roll with this one. Go for it.
I think that McLaren did pick the wrong time to pit. They pitted as the safety car was ending, so I don't know what they were thinking there. I thought, Norris going in, he wouldn't lose as many positions as he did, because as you know, as the safety car's ending, everyone's at full pace, and you know how much position they're going to lose. Lando Norris lost a lot of positioning today, right? As soon as that safety car came out, they should have went in straight away. They shouldn't have waited around. So, I mean, these little strategy decisions make decisive changes to the season, right?
Okay. Okay.
I think after the safety car, right, even if he would have lost position to Max of the safety car, if he would have pitted as soon as the safety car, right, went out, he would have probably sit right behind Max. If the red flag did come out, right, which it did, when the red flag came out, he would only be a couple positions behind Max, or even just behind Max. So McLaren made the wrong decision in strategy.
I don't think that's what cost them, though. I think what cost them today, I understand where you're coming from. Obviously, he would have lost track position, because that's what you're committing in the rain. You take the gamble, you come into the pit, you put your tyres on, and you're praying to yourself that there's not going to be another safety car or a black flag, which today it was. When he came into the pit, right, I don't think they knew the safety car was ending. I think it caught Max Verstappen. It caught Lando Norris and George Russell it caught them off guard, because if they knew the safety car was ending, why would they come into the pits? I don't think that was their plan. I think as they was approaching the pit lane, as soon as they passed that pit line, the safety car ended, which was a bit suspicious for me, but that's racing. It happens sometimes. But what I think the one what really killed them off was, I think that even if they would have came in, and when they come out and it was behind Max Verstappen, I think it was still salvageable, because by this time, obviously Max Verstappen didn't pit, did they? His tyres were kind of wearing out. I know he was at the Inter tyres, but there's no way that Max Verstappen was going to go a full race on Inters. It's not going to happen. Not with the other guys behind him with fresh tyres.
Yeah.
I think what saved Max Verstappen today, and what won him his third world title, is the fact that when Colapinto crashed, that brought out the full safety car, right? And then it got called off the race. It was a black flag. Then as soon as they came into the pits, by then Max Verstappen was second, just because Norris pitted before, like you said, under the first safety car. But that's what killed them off, that second one with Colapinto. Because as soon as they came into the pits, Max Verstappen, as soon as Max Verstappen came into the pits, right, the race was called off, obviously. What you're allowed to do in the pits under a safety car when it gets called off, you're allowed to change the tyres.
Free pit stop.
And as soon as he changed the tyres, for me, that's when the race was over. There was no way. I don't think Lando could have came back, and it showed a bit after that safety car. He slipped. Lando had lost position again when he come out. When the race started, when it resumed, he slipped. I think his head was gone. I think he was frustrated, and it's understandable now. That's his title gone, in my opinion. So, who do you blame? I don't blame McLaren on this one, because Lando Norris, you heard on the radio that he kept saying, when are we going to pit, when are we going to pit? And what did he say? What did the engineer say?
What reason?
Exactly. So I think the engineer should have showed strength and say, you know what, we're not going to pit, we're going to stay out. We're going to stay out, because anything can happen.
the thing is with McLaren, they're not straightforward. They're always in two minds of they're going to pit or they're going to pit or not.
100.
Like swapping positions between Norris and Piastri. They're always in two minds in swapping positions. So yeah, I just think that McLaren should have got that act together today in terms of strategy. Should have got that act together. If they were going to pit, just take it direct. We're pitting in now, or what reason? You know what reason for it to pit?
Voilà.
You know, and it's a safety car. Why not take a pit stop and put fresh tyres on, fresh inters, and you'll be fine to the end of the race.
Yeah.
Even though when a red flag comes out, you're not going to lose much position because everyone's under the same speed.
This is why he should have stayed out. He shouldn't have pitted at all.
It was still yellow flag conditions.
I think he panicked. I think that Lando Norris panicked when he saw that rain coming down and he saw people slipping. He kept badgering his manager. He kept the race engineer on the radio saying, "Look, don't think we should pit." Red Bull kept their cool. They kept the cool and they stayed out because they were hunting. They weren't the hunted. They was doing the hunting. So you remember Lewis back in the day when Lewis used to drive. He used to start on his tyres. Remember at Hockenberg and Hockenheim. When Lewis Hamilton stayed out, and what happened? He ended up winning the race because sometimes that's the best strategy when it comes to the wet. You stay out, and it worked for Red Bull today. And it's a shame that it didn't work out for McLaren. I think McLaren should have called team orders a lot earlier in the season. I think since Silverstone, you noted that. You said that should have done it from Silverstone. Jack Villeneuve said they should have done it from Hungary. I think they showed too much loyalty. They was too nice. I think McLaren should have been more cutthroat. But this is going to be a lesson for McLaren going forward. That you just got to make your mind up and stick to it. And it doesn't matter if it upsets the drivers. You know, it is what it is. This might be Lando Norris' best chance of winning the title for a long time. Because when next season comes, I think it's going to be a bit different. He's going to be fighting with his teammates. He's going to be fighting with Ferrari, with Lewis Hamilton in it. And it's going to look different next season, I think. Obviously, when the regulations change, that's when it's going to be completely different. But I think next season is going to be interesting as well. So, it's a shame for Lando Norris. I'm not saying he's not mathematically out of the title race. But let's face it, in my opinion, I think he's out of the title race. And it's a shame. So, anything to say before we go, Toto? You want to plug your stuff?
And I'll just say that Lando needs to finish. He just needs to win. But of course, all Max has to do now is finish second and third, and he'll get it. He'll get it now. He's too far ahead. McLaren made mistakes.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is, man. McLaren will be. Verstappen will be 3-time world champion.
Yeah.
If McLaren does pull it out of the bag, it's going to be an absolute miracle. Of course, still mathematically, but let's face it, when you hear the term mathematically, it's over.
Yeah,
right? So,
100. You know, when you hear that, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, that's it.
So, big up, man. That's it, man. That's it in the bag. Episode 34. Episode 34 of the Debrief in the bag. And yeah, I'm going to put it out there. I've got others in the background, you know. I've got others I've got to put up on audio and on the channel. But we're all up to done now. I like this, the way we do this. So we do the review and the debrief straight after. That's how it should be. You do the review, the mad review, and then you cut that off and then you chill out, put the debrief on. And it is what it is, yeah. So, yeah. So, you got anything to plug on your channel? Well, this is your channel and your car and stuff.
Yeah. Go check out my my karting stuff on Twitter. Of course, I'll keep busy on there. If you want to follow the journey, go on my Twitter and more feeds all there. And that's it, man.
Yeah. So that's it. It's over. See you later, guys. Big up to everyone. Intro on. Bye.
On the brakes, Leclerc has that inside line. Perez goes off the track, comes the chicane, off goes Leclerc.